What's up, YouTube friends? Now, I've searched and searched around for the perfect pizza crust. Usually whenever I make pizza crust, it always turns out really dry and hard. But I stumbled across this easy, fail-proof pizza crust, and it turns out perfect and delicious every time. So the things that you're going to need to make this perfect pizza crust are 3 cups, give or take a half a cup of bread flour, 2 1/4 teaspoons dry active yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of honey or sugar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 cup of warm water. Now you're also going to need your pizza fixings. Now this recipe will be enough to make 2 10 to 12 inch size pizzas. Today I'll be making garlic cheesy sticks and also a pizza. So I'll let you know when I get there what I'll be using. Let's get started. Alright guys, so to my stand mixer bowl here, and I really do think a stand mixer makes this or breaks this. I always had troubles with my dough until I got my stand mixer. So to my bowl here, I'm going to add 1 cup of warm water, 2 1/4 teaspoons of dry active yeast, and 1 tablespoon of honey or sugar. And now I'm just going to give this a little mix. And I'm going to let it set here and proof for 5 to 10 minutes. Now that my yeast has proofed here and I know it's alive, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm also going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. And finally, I'm going to add half of my flour, which will be 1.5 cups. Now today I'll be using my dough hook, so I'm just going to mix this together until it's incorporated. Alright, so now that that first batch of flour is all mixed in, I'm going to continue to add flour until I get a nice sticky dough. And I'll be doing it 1/2 cup at a time. Now what we're looking for is we want our dough to be spongy and a little sticky, but not to stick to our fingers. The original recipe calls for 3 cups total, give or take 1/2 cup. So you could use less or you could use more. Alright guys, so it's all mixed together, and as you can see, when I touch it, it still sticks to my finger. So I'm going to add another 1/2 cup of bread flour. And I'm going to mix that in. And when you add your flour and you start your mixer, go really slow, otherwise you'll have flour everywhere. Alright guys, so after I incorporated all that flour, as you can see here, it is a little sticky still, but it's not sticking to my fingers. So now I'm just going to lower my mixer here, and I'm going to put this on about a 4, and I'm going to let it knead for 6 minutes. Alright guys, so here's my pizza dough after it was kneaded for 6 minutes in my mixer, and it looks just beautiful. So now I'm just going to take my dough ball up out of my bowl. I'm going to spray a little bit of Pam at the bottom and on top. I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap and also a towel. So now I'm just going to let this set off to the side and rise in a warm spot. I'm just going to stick this into my oven with the light on, and I'm going to leave it there for an hour or 2 until it's double in size. Now I think the longer you let it rise, the softer and chewier your crust will be. So I'll see you in a couple hours. So here's my dough after about an hour and a half. It's doubled in size. So I'm just going to stick it out here on my cutting board. And I'm just going to cut it in half. I'm going to stick one half back in my bowl here and cover it with my plastic wrap. And grab one of my pieces of parchment. So now I'm just going to press out my dough into a rough circle, and I'm not going to go over the line that we drew. Alright guys, so I pressed out my pizza here, and for some reason, this side doesn't want to cooperate. But that's okay. I really like the look of the rusticness of these pizza crusts, so this will be the perfect thing to do with kids. You could just cut these off into smaller little balls, have them press it out, and make their own personal pizza. So now you just want to top this with your favorite toppings. On this first one, I think I'm going to do some garlic cheese sticks. So the first thing I'm going to put on this is garlic butter. Now to get this garlic butter, all I did was chop up 3 to 4 big cloves of garlic, and I mixed them into 1 stick of softened butter. So now I'm just going to smear a generous amount onto my crust. So now you just want to top it with some cheese, and I'm going to use about a cup. Today I have this 4 cheese pizzeria blend and also extra sharp cheddar. So I'm just going to sprinkle about a half a cup of each onto my cheese sticks. And just to make it extra cheesy, I have some real Parmesan cheese here, and I'm going to grate off about a 1/4 cup and put that on top also. And finally, I'm just going to sprinkle some salt and pepper to taste. And now off to the oven for 10 minutes. Now I don't have a pizza peel here, but I do have this giant plate. So I'm going to carefully transfer my cheese sticks to my plate, and I'll take you over to the oven. So now I'm just going to carefully slide my cheese sticks with the parchment paper onto my pizza stone. And I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I pressed out my second dough here. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of pizza sauce. I'm going to leave a little bit left in the jar so I have a dipping sauce for my cheese sticks. And with a spoon, I'm just going to spread it around. Now at this point, you could add whatever you want to your pizza. Right here, I have a little bit of leftover hamburger and sausage with some onion. So I'm just going to add that to my pizza. Next, I'm going to add some pepperonis. I have a few leftover mushrooms here. I'm just going to add those. And finally, some black olives. Now something I like on my pizza are some crushed red pepper flakes. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few on here. And now I'm going to do about a cup more of my cheese mix. And some more Parmesan cheese. And now I'm just going to do some salt and pepper to taste. I'm just going to stick it on my plate here and wait for the cheese sticks to come out of the oven. Alright, so here's the cheese sticks. I went ahead and I stuck my pizza in the oven for about 10 minutes also. So let's just cut this up and give it a try. So to cut this up, I just like to cut it in half. Just like that. And then just cut it into strips. Now let's just give it a try. I think I'll take this one right here. I have a little bit of leftover pizza sauce. I'm going to dip it in. are so good. You really taste the butter and the garlic and all the cheeses. And I'm going to double dip here because I'm the only one here. And here's my pizza. Doesn't that look just delicious? Now I love this crust because the outside stays nice and crisp, but the inside is fluffy, soft, and chewy, just the way I like it. And like I said, this would be great to do for a kid's pizza party. Each kid could do their own personalized pizza. Since they only cook in 10 minutes, you'll be cranking out pizzas left and right. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you like this video and want to see more of my videos, go down below and hit the big red subscribe button, and give this video a big thumbs up. If you'd like to be notified as to when I post a video, go down below and hit the bell button. Feel free to share this video across your social medias. If you have a question about this video or any of my other videos, or would like to leave a suggestion for a future upcoming video, leave me a comment. Head on over to Scrappy's Patch on Facebook and hit the friend button if you'd like to share pictures and ideas for your projects. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.